check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the big skin when he stretching distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
And there's no substitute for experience in this league, and what it usually leads to, a whole lot of confidence. Andy Dalton is sharp with where to go with the football now. I think he sees reads before they actually even happen. He can sense them now, and he is one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Back onto the field come the Oakland Raiders here, and as we discussed earlier, they're at 3-3 following the loss at Lambeau against the Packers Week 7. But, you know, coming into the season, some of the predictions for this team were pretty dire, so maybe they're not feeling bad about being 500 at this point. What do you think of this team?
Well, knowing John Gruden the way that I do, he hates being 500. He wants to be well above that, but I think for all of us looking at this team from afar, 500 is a good spot to be in right now, especially considering the number of injuries and guys not being in the lineup. Now, we will learn a lot more about this team coming up. Remember, they've been on that long stretch away from home, including a trip to London, and they won that game against Chicago. Next week, they go to Houston, but after that, they get 3 games at home in November. Detroit, the Los Angeles Chargers, and Cincinnati. They got a chance to really make hay during that time frame and become a factor in the AFC West. Knock on wood if you're with me.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Second and 5 now. Dalton, and that'll be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Dalton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Taking it about the 36. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Hey, watch the slant.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Jones has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cameron Meredith there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Dalton now to pass. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. With that incompletion, let's play a little game here. We'll call it 2 up, 2 down. Surprising team so far, 2 for the good, 2 for the bad.
All right, let's start with the good. The Buffalo Bills. Did you really think they'd be pressing for first place this deep into the season?
No.
Okay, how about the Carolina Panthers? Start 0-2 with Cam Newton, undefeated without him. How about 2 down? The Atlanta Falcons. I thought they'd press for a playoff spot. And the Los Angeles Chargers.
How about the Browns at 2-4? I thought you'd put them in there.
I didn't expect them to be the team others thought in preseason. I thought they might contend for a playoff spot, but it doesn't surprise me overall.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, it's caught. Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Gale Sayers, the intended receiver, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Okay, partner, let's mix things up a bit. This is something that's been a staple of morning television programs for a long time. Let's bring it to Madden. Some power rankings. Give me your top 5 through 7 weeks.
All right, I'll start with number 5, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, he can throw it as well as run it, but his running, that's so exciting. Number 4, the Green Bay Packers. Looks like Aaron Rodgers and his head coach Matt LaFleur, looks like they're in sync, and the Packers are playing awfully well right now. Number 3, San Francisco. Their defense built to travel. They can play anywhere and take on anyone, and they run the ball on offense. Number 2, New Orleans. They've survived without Drew Brees. In fact, they flourished with Teddy Bridgewater, and their defense, vastly underrated, one of the top 3 in the league. And last but not least, shocker, New England. And I did think about putting New Orleans ahead of New England, but New England's defense is the best in the league, and Tom Brady on the other side, they still reign supreme.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. 43. 51 is the mic.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL. First 4 for the Broncos, and then the final 12 as an Oakland Raider.
Man, just think about his career. Hall of Fame 1984. 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All-Pro. And let's face it, the lasting image we'll have of him as a player, that interception of Fran Tarkenton in the Super Bowl. The old man, Willie Brown, taking it all the way back, 75 yards against the Vikings for a touchdown. The Raiders won Super Bowl 11. I had the pleasure of getting to know Willie Brown over the years. And when I tried out for the Dallas Cowboys, we scrimmaged the Raiders at one point. And Willie Brown came over to me and had some nice things to say to me, which was really pretty cool coming from a man of his stature and a man of his ability. And I'll treasure those nice words forever.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Dalton sets up play action. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play. This is Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
They won't, and offensively, your challenge, should you choose to accept it, take care of the football and run out the clock. They can't just go and turtle, as we like to call it, just tuck in and just sit on the ball here. Try and get that first down and finish the game off.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A run for Nick Chubb. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now Chubb. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Dalton and the offense now. Down 7-0, 46 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big spot. Andy Dalton. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials.